Are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News update.
Good afternoon, and here is the update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Ifeemi Andrew. Justice H.I. Ochoma of a federal high court sitting in Port Harcourt is adjourned till 4th of November 2019 for mention on the fundamental human rights suit by Professor Andrew Efemini against the University of Port Harcourt, the Vice-Chancellor Professor Udowa Lali, and 11 others. Professor Efemini approached the court for interpretation of the infraction of the laws and rules of University of Port Harcourt, which borders on the setting of committee to investigate, suspend, and deny him all his rights by the management of Uniboard. Counsel to all the respondents, G.J. Okirigwe, drew the attention of the court on a motion for extension of time, which was unopposed by the counsel of the plaintiff, O.C. Hayaking. Okirigwe also informed the court of his preliminary objection served to the plaintiff in court, which includes jurisdiction of the courts to hear the matter, the suit being status bar, the claimant not to have paid the appropriate fee for his prayers. Speaking to newsmen outside the court, counsel to plaintiff O.C. Hayaking explained the prayers of his client and the proceedings in court.
Prayers are so many. I cannot to encapsulate them in one. We can just say infractions of the university laws, his personal rights, and several others. So we want the court to interpret some of the powers the present Vice Chancellor has taken to himself. Whether does he have such power, setting up of committees, suspension of a fellow professor without due process? That issue. Well, the procedure today is that the other lawyer has not served us what he ought to serve us. So he filed a preliminary objection and the counter affidavit to our application. So we have to adjourn for on 12th of November 2019.
Correspondent to Chendi Ojowo reports that G.J. Okirigwe, who is counsel to the University of Port Harcourt, the Vice-Chancellor, and 11 others, declined to speak on the matter. And now the anti-crime patrol team of the Abacha police station, while on routine patrol within the new GRA, intercepted a two-man robbery gang operating in a Honda Element car and terrorizing residents of Port Harcourt, the River State capital. The suspects, namely 31-year-old Chibudo Okwala and 23-year-old Godwin Ekbuno, were said to have been arrested with the car and the military camouflage, including military ranks of Brigadier General and Colonel, which they've been using to allegedly intimidate people and commit crimes. Spokesman of the River State Police Command, DSP Nnamdi Omoni, in a statement said further probe revealed that the duo are persons with disabilities, one dumb and the other limping, but thrive in criminal activities. DSP Omoni also stated that operatives of the anti-crime patrol team arrested one Barido Taba from Kana local government area, whose criminal gang specializes in snatching handsets from unsuspecting persons along the Ikwere Road. He said the 26-year-old Barido was arrested shortly after he snatched a Samsung handset from the owner at the Ajib flyover. And the federal government has instructed its lawyers to seek the leave of the Court of Appeal to appeal the ruling of Justice Christopher Butcher of the Commercial Court in London that asked Nigeria to pay $200 million security payment into the court's account while granting requests to stay execution in the $9.6 billion award in favor of Process and Industrial Development Limited. This is according to the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, who is part of the federal government's delegation to London last week. He said the government retained international legal firm of Curtis, Mallet, Prevost, Colt, and Mosley LLP for the case. Apart from the $200 million, the minister said the government would be able to seek refund of the $250,000 it was asked to pay to P&ID if the appeal succeeded. Mohammed argued that contrary to claims by the P&ID and its cohorts, the government delegation's trip to London was a successful one. Describing the delegation's mission as a huge success, the minister said the firm had every reason to be worried that the $9.6 billion arbitration awarded to it had a good chance of being overturned. And the leadership of organized labor in Nigeria, comprising the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress, have given the federal government 2 weeks to implement the new minimum wage of 30,000 naira or risk a nationwide industrial action. In a statement signed by the president of the two unions, the labor leaders accused the government's negotiating team of complacency. The statement insisted that the delay in implementing the consequential salaries adjustment is caused by the government. The unions demanded a reconvening of the negotiation meeting before October 16, as they can no longer guarantee industrial harmony after the deadline. And on the foreign scene, United States President Donald Trump has lashed out at congressional Democrats after they vowed to summon the White House to produce documents this week. Committees are demanding documents relating to the administration's dealings with Ukraine, which is now at the heart of an impeachment inquiry. The accused Democratic leaders of dishonesty and even treason. Democrats have defended the inquiry, which focuses on a phone call between Trump and the Ukrainian president. That's it on the news update for the hour. Thank you for your time and stay tuned for today's hustle.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
This is Today 95.1 FM. To copy this tune, press 9.
This is Today 95.1 FM.
For current news and information, press 5.
They are politicians, all of them. They know what they do.
So they know how they attack each other.
To stay connected all day, press 1.
The person who raised the alarm is the one who made the public know about
Good afternoon and welcome to the World News on your premium talk radio station.
We are your premium talk radio station. Today 95.1 FM, the station with a unique dial.
Hold on, Kata. No, don't say else. Just bring 5,000 now.
Only
Only.
make the Qatar day. Make the code remain.
Yeah, they worry.
You were not aware you're a thief. Now that you know that your money is coming from a thief, do you not see why you're a thief?
All right, still talking about affairs of the federal government. We understand also that the federal government.
Welcome to today's edition of Beats and Pieces in the Premium Talk and Newsway.
And it's going to be 1-1 Malata. 1-0 is never good enough.
That's why we're called the voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Act.
Every day on Today 91 FM, there's always an opportunity to comment and air your views on our various programs. It's not just about us, it's about you, your opinion, and your voice.
President, don't you think that it's time to step down, sir?
Be part of the story, the gist, reactions, intrigues, and the news.
President Neil Patrick Harris has called for greater regulation.
Give us a feedback or join the conversation on Twitter at TodayFM951. Our Facebook address is Today95.1 FM, or join us on the number 0701 933 9962. That's our WhatsApp application. Be informed, be educated, and have fun. We are Today 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
For all your adverts, announcements, jingles, church messages, you can trust Today FM production team. We deliver nothing but quality production. Hit us up on these numbers: 0803-534-6531 or 0803-209-5049. 0803-209-5049. Everything we touch, we give it a voice.
Every child deserves to be happy. Every child deserves to laugh.
Years after Nigeria adopted international prohibitions on child labor into law, millions of children in the country are still engaged in child labor activities. The International Labour Organization estimates that about 25% of Nigeria's 80 million children under the age of 14 are now in the workforce. Every child deserves a childhood. Let us all rise in every hood to give every child, regardless creed, belief, or tribe, a pleasant childhood filled with laughter. This message is brought to you by the voice of the people. Today 95.1 FM.
Thomas Edison, who lived from 1847 to 1931, was quoted as saying in 1890 that non-violence leads to the highest ethics, which is the goal of all evolution. Until we stop harming all other living beings, we are still savages. Encourage peace in the city and report violence. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not harm. Thou shalt not be violent. This message is brought to you by the voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM Port Harcourt.
Here at Today, we bring you what you need to hear.
This
is what they're going after. They're not going to
It has to be applicable to all situations.
No, it cannot be, because when the evidence...
Some people are not sure of 1 meal a day in a society with such huge potentials. If a criminal passes that place, whichever means he used in passing, and you turn around to blame the citizen, for instance, people will ask you, were you not there? Malaria kills Nigerians. Malaria.
News.
This is the World News. I am Annie Abdul Salam. In the headlines, Federal Executive
Sports
and entertainment. My name is Shubogu Najib. Straight up to football on the show.
This is Today. Every day, 24/7, 365. We are your official all-year radio station.
Some people will carry human head in their boots and they will not search them because they are collecting bribe.
When they go collect salary, then go say government need to pay them. Boy.
All these taxi drivers safe. They don't even get papers. Even driver's license safe, they don't get.
Hey, you back there. Hold on there.
Their cars are in bad shape, very, very bad shape. They have no ethics of driving. That is why they will continue to bribe so that they can have their way.
I will shoot you down. I will shoot you. Headlight, you no get. Side mirror, you no get. Motorway to carry animal. Now you take put for road to carry human being. You never even wind the motor when rain they fall. You no get conscience at all. Take, you be number 15. You be number 5. More than no forget on number.
Let's allow them do their job.
Do not obstruct justice by giving or taking bribe. Avail yourself a check. Even you, Oga driver, stop reckless driving and always update your papers. This information
is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM.
Voice of the people.
Officer, give me change. Now 1,000 I give you.
Every day on Today 95.1 FM, there's always an opportunity to comment and air your views on our various programs. It's not just about us. It's about you, your opinion, and your voice.
President, don't you think that it's time to step down, sir?
Be part of the story, the gist, reactions, intrigues, and the news.
President Neil Patrick Harris has called for greater regulation.
Give us a feedback or join the conversation on Twitter at TodayFM951. Our Facebook address is Today95.1 FM, or join us on the number 0701 933 9962. That's our WhatsApp application. Be informed, be educated, and have fun. We are Today 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
This is Today's Hustle. One show that embodies objectivity. We